Hello, my name is Crystal Chigbu, your Hope Catalyst, and you're welcome to the HopeGrill, where we teach, infuse, and experience hope. After every storm, there is always a rainbow of hope. My guest today on the grill is Mr. Ozoemenam Onyekachi, and he's going to be sharing with us how through his story and his life, he brings hope to people that have been amputated, either as a result of congenital issues or as a result of trauma. Welcome, Onyekachi, to the Hope Grill.
Thank you, Crystal.
It's so good to have you. I mean, you're doing something very dear to my heart and very close to my heart. And you, as you know, the co-founder of X, and also someone that has a passion and a love for people. How did you get into making prostheses, and what actually inspired that? Because I mean, most people just want to be doctors and other people want to be accountants, but here you are, you know, giving a new lease of life with providing limbs for children.
My foray into the world of prosthetics was actually more of accidental than intentional, in the sense that I actually applied to study for a different course in the university.
Medicine, probably?
No, electronics engineering. Wow. Yeah. As fate would have it, I think it's more of divine anyways. I found myself doing in the department of prosthetics and orthotics.
Wow.
Then I still wanted to opt out, but some things happened in between, and then I think I actually realized that I was actually born to do this.
Wow.
Process.
I mean, I would have thought that, you know, you probably just made up your mind to do, because I mean, it's a very rare place for you to find people. So when you find people that, you know, have no hope of walking again, like really a very bad cases, maybe like a dearticulation from the hip or something, how do you actually manage those kind of people, and how does it make you feel?
Well, my over the years experiences working with both amputees in need of prosthesis and prosthetists alike who are seeing amputees as well helps me to realize that it's actually this is what we do for life, in the sense that when an amputee comes to you, most times they want a miracle.
Yeah.
They just want something that would make them lead their normal lives again. I mean, completely not, they don't want, they want something beyond prosthesis most times. Because prosthesis is just a device and anyone could use it. But sometimes they won't be able to use these devices unless you work on the person who they are within. And this thing it comes with motivation. They really have to be motivated enough to do this, and without first motivating the users, they would end up not using the devices properly. So I think a prosthetist should be more of somebody who is able and who is capable of inspiring someone.
So can you tell me one of the most inspiring stories that you've had, probably someone that you've worked with and it's been so inspiring for you?
Well, I think that was about in my early years doing this.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a story of a geriatric who we had to travel all the way to Delta State from Lagos to fit a limb, and in most cases, at the initial stage of it, it wasn't really there was no results. It took us a while to actually get results, and you know, after fitting, you hear of complaints, say it's paining me here, it's paining me there, and sometimes it's really frustrating. I mean, in the process, we spent more than we gained from her. But for me, it's not always about the money, but about satisfaction. So at the end, all we needed from her was thank you for fitting this limb, and because she ended up having her life back.
Wow.
She became so independent of her children.
Wow. Because I was going to ask you, who is a
Geriatric is actually an older person.
Okay, an old person.
An older patient is called.
Okay. So if someone wants to go ahead and be a prosthetist or want to be prosthetic engineer, as the case may be, what would be your advice for such a person out there?
Well, I would always ask if you actually have genuine intentions to do this, because it actually requires several aspects of human behavior. I mean, it requires an in-depth understanding of medicine. It requires an in-depth understanding of engineering as well. So, and also you really have to be psychologically fit enough to do this, because you are managing people who actually are hopeless in many cases, and they are always seeking out for someone who would hold them by the hands to lead them on the side of hope. And sometimes when you don't have these qualities, you would become much more interested in the money. So for me, if you are coming to me as a friend, hoping that I tell you or guide you on what to do about choosing the right career for you, I would always ask you, do you have a genuine interest in this? And if your answer is yes, then I will tell you, why not?
So for someone out there that's probably an amputee or someone that has lost their limb and they probably don't know what to do with their life, what's that one thing that you're going to tell them?
Well, I would always say, there is life after amputation. The real life starts after amputation, because I believe that even as the years come by in Nigeria, Nigerians are beginning to become more aware and conscious about amputation. And for me, sometimes I always try to look at the good side of every situation. Take, for example, in the more developed countries, there are specific sports for amputees which are not even here in Nigeria.
Wow.
So for me, I think it's just one of the aspects amputees could actually, take advantage of,
okay,
and become even much more better persons in the society. Even beyond this, I think we can always lead our normal lives beyond amputation, because the average prosthetist around could help you, regain your confidence, and more important, without having a self-decision about leading a better life after amputation. Believe me, you may never get the benefits of using a prosthesis. No matter how expensive your prosthesis could be, if you don't have this decision in you that you would walk again, you would lead a normal life again, it will not work for you.
So if you're an amputee out there, remember that there is life after amputation. Thank you so very much, Kachi, for coming. I have a little gift for you today for coming on the HopeGrill, and thank you for giving other people hope. This is from the HopeGrill.
Thank you so much.
So don't leave. We are still on to the HopeGrill. We'll be right back. Question today on Ask the HopeGrill is, I need money to start a business, but no one will loan me any. Where do I go for help? The first thing that I want you to know is that to start a business, the first thing you need actually isn't money. You need to have the right idea. There are things for you to write down and actually walk through the process. And then when you've done all of that, then you need the right kind of approach. You might actually have to talk to other people, that want to do the same thing that you're doing. And you might find out that you really don't need much money for you to start that business. If you still have any questions, please send your questions to ask@thehopegrill.com. Our quotes for the week: we carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better. I hope you have been inspired and you've enjoyed spending time with me on the HopeGrill. Remember, life is going to bring a lot of issues and circumstances your way. Don't give up. You're going to be all right. And please note that it's just sometimes for a little period of time. You will be fine. Stay strong, stay inspired, and have a hope-filled week. Bye.